Okay, recording on. If you can hear me, testing 1 2 1 2. Okay, and getting my words up. Brilliant. Okay. Hello, and thanks for tuning into your podcast and vlog guide. Now, if you're struggling to think of an idea for your vlogs and podcasts, I'm not talking about vlogs anymore, am I? Hang on. Doof. Okay. And I haven't got an ending, so I'll have to freestyle that. Okay. Hello, and thanks for tuning into your podcast guide. Now, if you're struggling to think of an idea for your do that again for your right. Okay. Hello, and thanks for tuning into your podcast guide. Now, if you're Hello, and thanks for tuning into your podcast guide. Now, if you're struggling to think of an idea for your podcasts, what better way to start than with your passion? Begin with the thing that you're interested in the most, whether it be computer games, music, fashion, technology, books, or school. This will be obvious to your viewers. This will be obvious to your listeners who will know you are passionate about the subject you're talking about. Now, for me, it's always been and always will be movies. Since a really young age, I've been head deep in them. I've seen thousands of them, some great, some rubbish, but I always find something interesting about them. So, I decided to share some of the greatest kids' movies of all time with you. Sit back, prepare your audio taste buds for an enticing starter of movies you cannot afford to miss. Sit back and prepare your audio taste buds for an enticing mix of movies you cannot afford to miss. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Some child actors are extremely annoying, but Henry Thomas's portrayal of Elliot is genuinely touching and extremely believable, considering he is acting against a 4-feet alien. Great direction, a beautiful soundtrack, and an ending that always sends tears down my face. Frozen. Frozen may have become synonymous with that song, but it often gets overlooked for having a very smart narrative and clever portrayal of female empowerment. Plus, it's the only film my daughter will watch over and over and over again. Toy Story 3. Woody and the gang had been around for over 15 years by this point, but this is definitely the best of the Toy Story franchise. Quite often, kids' movies treat children like, children, but this is an intelligent, moving portrayal of friendship, and that scene in the incinerator still makes me well up to this day. Coraline. Dark, twisted, scary. You will never look at buttons the same way again after watching this adaptation of Neil Gaiman's fantasy story. The stop motion looks fantastic and the voice performances are phenomenal. Inside Out. Not too many films can boast having an entertaining narrative based on mental health issues, but Inside Out is a very rare breed of film. Both kids and adults alike will take something away from its multicoloured visuals and beautiful soundtrack. Big Hero 6. Another film that expertly balances entertainment and hefty topics such as loss and experiencing tragedy. Big Hero 6 is an absolute visual feast. Based in the futuristic of San Fran, Tokyo, it also boasts twists and turns that not even many adults saw coming. Based in the futuristic city of San Fran, Tokyo, it also boasts twists and turns that even not many adults saw coming. Based in the futuristic city of San Fran, Tokyo, it also boasts twists and turns that not many adults saw coming. Paranorman. a personal favourite of mine. Paranorman revels in living in horror movie cliches and tropes and then subverting them right in front of your eyes. Another film that takes weighty adult themes and makes them accessible to everyone. Another film that takes weighty adult themes and makes them accessible to everyone. The Iron Giant. An absolutely phenomenal film. Taken from the book by Ted Hughes, The Iron Giant was an absolute commercial flop when it first got released, but now it has been rediscovered as an absolute masterpiece of animation. The Empire Strikes Back. What list would be complete without an entry from the Star Wars canon? This one made my list as it is darker in tone than the other This one made my list as it is darker in tone than the other Star Wars films, and actually, the bad guys win. Not many films would be brave enough to let that happen, but this is not an ordinary film. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. What an absolute gem of a film, and for me, the best Spider-Man film around. It melds so many ideas into a coherent narrative and blends one of the best animations outside of Pixar. Plus, who wouldn't love a film with Spider-Ham in it? So that's my list. You may agree, you may disagree. If you do disagree, what would you put in instead? Let me know. My handle's at Mr. Lavelle80, at Mr. Lavelle80 on Twitter. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions, what you agree with, what you disagree with. But for now, adios.